Hello everyone, this is Supernatural. This is going to be part 2 of my probably 3-part tutorial on how to solve the 4x4x4 Rubik's Cube. This video we will be doing the edge pairing, and then probably almost solving the cube, and then the last video will be parodies. That won't be that long. So I taught you the notation in the last video. If you didn't see the first video, part 1, I'll have a link in the description of how to do the centers. Pretty easy, doesn't really take long. Alright, so on to the edge pieces. So what we're going to be doing is, see how this piece right here, it's one piece, it's orange and yellow. We have to find the other orange and yellow. It's right here. So here's the one that we had in the first place, and I just found the other one that's over here. So we're gonna put these together, so they're next to each other, I guess. So what you do is you can move it up so it's next to it. Then see how like they're right across from each other. This won't work. So what we do is we move it up to the top layer, then we turn it once, and then we pull it down on the other side. So now the one we had first is in the same spot, and we just flip this other one around so it's in the bottom. So what we do is one on the top, one on the bottom, or one could be on the bottom over here and one could be on the top. We just slide it over to match it up, and you see you're messing your centers up. So what you do is you push the one that you just solved into the top layer, and then you turn the top layer until a mixed piece is right here. And like this is the one we just solved, and we just took it from here and put it up until a mixed and an unsolved. Like we did this, that wouldn't be right because that's already solved. We have to turn it until a scrambled and or unsolved pair is in there. See how this is red, black, this is black, blue? It's not matched up. So you take that and you pull that down, then you match your centers back up. And we paired that edge up without messing up all the centers. So we look for another one. You could look up for any color you want. I see right here black and orange. I'll hold that with my finger and look around the cube for the other black and orange. There it is. It's up top. So we slide it down, and again we see how it's not, it can't be right across from it when you're pairing the edges. It has to be one here and then one up one cubey to all the way over the other side. So here and here they have to be where my two fingers are, or they could be here and here where my two fingers are. So when you have this case, as I said in the last one, this is like the other side of it. Well, actually no, just the same thing. You could use the right-handed one. You could just push it up, turn it once that way, and then pull it back down. Now they're like this. So same thing, just slide them, match them up, put it in the top layer, and bring down a scrambled edge piece into this place right here, and you pull it down and match up your centers. Look for another one. Green, yellow. It's already in place for me, and it's the same case, so I'm gonna have to pull it up, over, and down. So now they're, I think it's called kitty corner. So again, match them up, put it up at the top layer, bring down the scrambled edge piece, line up my centers. Alright, green, orange, look around, green, orange. So it has to come down here, so it's gonna have to go into this place. So I will, I'm getting ahead of myself. But this is the piece we're looking at, green and orange, and we're looking at this green and orange. We have to get it in here. So to get it here, we could turn this side like this once this piece is up here. So we just turn this like that. You don't really need to use up invert or U prime or anything like that. It's just like it's all with your brain kind of. And there's an algorithm for the last two. So you put it into that area and then you pull it down, and they are kitty corner, or they're diagonally across. Match them up, bring down a scrambled edge pair, match up my centers. If you ever match up, you match up a edge piece in the middle layer that you're doing, and then you put it up to the top and look for a scrambled edge pair, and there's none. Do a complete 180 of the entire cube and look on the bottom layer, which you would turn would now be the top layer, and look for scrambled edge pieces there. And instead of having it like this and turning it up and say this is solved and all these are solved, I can't bring this down. You could, if this is the one that you just solved, you could bring it up on the bottom layer and then bring this scrambled one down and do that. Anyway, look for another one. Here we have green and red. Green and red, it's already matched up for us, so you just slide it over, match it up. Top layer, scrambled edge piece, pull it down, realign centers. These two, red, yellow, red, yellow. We're just going to move this over here and pull it down. So it's like that. That looks orange, but that is red. So they're in the right place. We just match them up, bring it up, turn it until scrambled centerpiece comes into place. There we go. Pull it down, match up centers. Now when all these are like all on like one layer on your top layer are solved, you could just put that onto the bottom layer, so you don't have to like deal with putting scrambled edge pieces up. So look for another pair. Red, black I'll look for. Oh, it's right there. So red, black, red, black. So match it up, pull it up, look for a scrambled edge pair, pull it down, realign centers. Am I on to my last two already? No, I'm not. Alright. If you have to like turn the sides anyway to match anything up, like to get them ready so you could pair a thing, you could just turn the outer layers to match stuff up. Here we go. I have blue, green, blue, black, blue, black. Now you see how nothing is scrambled up there? The other scrambled one is back here. You just put it into the top layer like that, not affecting these two because they're in the front face. You basically do a B, and it puts it up into the top layer. So what you do is, like this, like always, match it up, put it up, bring that scrambled edge down, and then realign your centers. Now on to our last two corners, or edge pairs. So there's really only one algorithm for this. There are other cases I think that could happen. Not sure, maybe not. But usually what happens is this. When the two that have to be paired up, each piece is across from each other and the same color is facing towards you. So this is a black and green. This is a black and green, and the blacks are facing towards you. This is a yellow and blue. This is a yellow and blue, and both blues are facing towards you. Any other color case could be like that. It could be any way you want. But what you do is this algorithm, you hold those both in the front face, two scrambled, so they're in the front like this, and you do this algorithm. And make sure you write this down. D star, which is two layers, R, F prime, U, R prime, F, D prime star. Two layers and then prime. And it matches up those, and everything else is solved. I'm going to check really quick behind camera to see if there's any other case that could happen. Not sure if there is, but I will check. Nope, there's not. Same as we just had. I don't remember, I was just curious. Same cases I've always had. Alright, so that's the edges. And I have 6 minutes. Yeah, it's going to be a 3-part video. I'm going to show you how to solve a cube really quick. So let me just get this into place. I'll make sure this is right. I'm just using the square theory as an example because this is what we're looking at. Alright, that's right. So what we're doing is, you know how in the part 1 I explained how there's 4 centerpieces on the 4x4, which are going to be equivalent to 1 centerpiece on the 3x3? Well, that's what we're looking at. This one centerpiece on the 3x3 is these 4 pieces, so imagine that is just that. That's all it is. Then you see these 2 blacks or whites, whatever you have. This is black is white, it's the same thing. It's just different colored cubes. I have white plastic here, black plastic here. So anyway, pretend this is black, this is white, pretend the white is black, and see these 2 blacks? Pretend they are just one piece. Corners are corners, yellow, yellow, black or white, and then green. Same thing, these 2 oranges are one orange. No, that's the red. I'm looking through the camera. That blue is those 2 blues, and that green is those 2 greens. If you get what I'm saying? So what we're doing is, by the way, you have to know how to solve the 3x3 to do this, because now is the last step is to solve it like a 3x3, same steps and everything. So if you don't know how to solve 3x3, I don't know if I said that in part 1 to go do that first, but if I didn't, you could do that now. I'm sorry if you wasted your time with the video. You have it at this stage now. You could just probably have a 3x3 at hand. Go and learn how to solve it like that, and then you can come back to this video and I'll show you the parodies in the next case, in the next video. But for now, people who know how to solve 3x3, do that. I'll do mine really quick. Awkward angle at camera, so I'm just going to do mine behind camera. Oops. This doesn't corner as well, just very smooth. I'll save that for the review though. Those will be coming soon, when I have time. For now I'm sticking to tutorials. So when you're solving like a 3x3, solve all the way, do everything that you have to do up till the I'll show you in the next video what the parity cases are going to do to you, because you'll notice one of the parity cases is if this black or this blue right here is flipped. You could fix that before you try to solve the rest of the cube, and then you just solve the cube from there. Other times corners are mixed up. You'll see that when you get there. Well, actually, you'll see it now. If I match up my corners, there's nothing in place, so just do this. Nothing matched up again. I just saw this one matched up. I have parity. I could already see that. These 2 are in the right place. These 2 aren't. So what you do is, whenever you have corners in the right in a place, even if you just have, well, you always at least have 2 if you're dealing with corners. So just, if you have 2 in place, turn them all the right way. I'm going to do that really quick behind camera. Oh god, this cube. I have to get a shank show. Version 4, I guess. I think that's what the current one is. It has no corner cutting abilities at all. Maybe tight, I don't know. And if this thing would not lock up also, I'm done, except for the fact that I have a parity case. And I'm almost running out of time. I'm not going to do it now. I will show you in the next video how to do this parity case as well as when these 2 corners are flipped and when you have one edge pair flipped. The other 2 are when these 2 are flipped and when these 2 are flipped. But that makes absolutely no sense, because if these 2 are flipped, you have a blue line, which is a blue line, which you make it into a cross when you're doing that step. And then this is an L. You make the cross just like that. It's just pointless. I don't know why they're in there, but for now I'm just going to teach you those 3. Anyway, this has been Supernatural. I will have part 3 up. I don't know, maybe I'll tape it now and I'll put it up tomorrow. These take a while. I have a very slow computer. I usually leave it overnight to upload. But for now, this has been Supernatural. Comment, rate, subscribe. Sure, that stuff. And have a good day.